Well, so just to let you know, folks, we are trying to make contact with a Crystal Springs man named Jacob Wilson. He says he's lucky to be alive, having survived a New Year's Day terrorist attack in New Orleans. So just be on standby of him getting connected to us, and we'll break in and talk to him about that. Other than that, we got him? Okay, Jacob?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine. So we appreciate you coming on today. And you told our content director, I believe, that you feel like you're lucky just to be alive today, having survived this horrific terrorist attack in the French Quarter of New Orleans. Tell us about it.
Yes, sir. I feel very lucky to be alive, and I have to give credit to God. I think He's the reason that we're alive right now. There wasn't any alarm that a truck was coming. Everything was fine. The streets were very busy at the time. The man just came plowing through there. He was going very, very fast. At least I thought he was going about 100. I don't know if he was exactly how fast he was going. There was a lady that got hit directly in front of us I pushed my wife to the sidewalk, and I got to the sidewalk just in time as he went by. He clipped my ankle, and then he crashed right next to us. He hit a big crane, and he got out of the vehicle. He started to fire, and the officers were already surrounding him at the time. They were there very quickly, and they had the situation under control. Is what we ran. When the gunfire started, we got down, and I got my wife and me into it was called bricks. And we got in there and exactly know what was going on out there, but we had a pretty good idea that they were going to get him because there was so much law enforcement at the area. So we just hung out in the back until, yes, sir.
So, Jacob, when he started to run over people, how far were you away at that point? I mean, was it a situation where you just didn't get to where you were, or you had enough time to react and get out of the way?
I think it was just the reaction time, because we were almost not in the middle of the roadway. We were making our way to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
As he was barreling through, and I don't know if it was just quick thinking. I'm sorry, I can't keep this earpiece in. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was just quick thinking on my part or what, but like I said, I just believe God got us to the sidewalk in time, because he clipped my ankle as he went by. It was almost very tragic. It was tragic for a lot of people, and we're very sorry for all the families.
Yeah.
We're very sorry for all the families that lost their loved ones. We're praying for them today. We're very sorry.
Jacob, so you said you witnessed the attacker get out of the vehicle and start spraying bullets. Is that what I heard you say?
Well, I didn't see him come out of the vehicle. No, sir, I didn't. But all you heard was gunshots ring out. It was at least 30 seconds before we could get into the club we were in. But you could tell it was rapid. It was rapid fire. It had to have been, from pistol shots, if you know what I mean. I mean, it sounded like rapid fire. Yes, sir.
Wow. Just incredible.
It was a lot of gunshots. Yes, sir.
So did you have to stay buttoned down there at your position for a while? When did you determine that it was okay for you to move about and just exit the area?
After they put him down, or during the situation?
Well, that's what I'm asking. At what point did you feel like? Go ahead.
Sorry. We stayed in the club until we felt like there was nobody else running in, and they barricaded the doors after we got in. We had to push our way into the doors.
I see.
And they barricaded the doors, and we just stayed in the back. And that one of the ladies actually took my wife to the upstairs where you can see out. and let her see everything, just so we would know it was okay.
Wow.
And then after that, we felt safe to leave. A police officer, it was actually a few of them. It was a single file line they made us walk through, trying to
Wow.
go around the bodies. They made tape trying to go around them. You just had to
Yeah.
not look if you didn't want to see it, pretty much. I mean, it was a very bad scene.
Jacob, were you just visiting the city just for the New Year's holiday? Was that what you were doing?
Yes, sir. It was our anniversary. We were
Okay.
just trying to go. There was a fireworks show. We were trying to go see the fireworks show at midnight, and we were a little late getting there. We took a wrong exit, so we just hung around. We walked down Canal Street, and we hung around the French Quarter for a while. And we made our way to Bourbon Street, and we just walked back and forth on Bourbon Street a few times. And we were getting ready to leave as this happened. We were leaving. I
Oh,
think most people were leaving at that time, but there was still a lot of people in the streets.
man.
And that's when it happened. It was out of nowhere. Nobody expected it. I mean, we were right next to police officers, and there was no alarm by them. I don't even think they expected it at the time. It happened so fast.
Yeah, the news reports, and actually New Orleans officials report that there was some 400 police officer, New Orleans Police Department, that were in the French Quarter just to provide security and safety protection, for the New Year's holiday. I don't think that's necessarily unusual. Did you notice a lot of police officers around the area as you were just walking through Bourbon Street and so forth?
Oh, yes, sir. We felt very safe. I mean, we were not worried at all. We felt very safe.
Yeah. Man.
It happened out of nowhere. I guess you can't stop people like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I wish they would have had the barricade, but you can't expect something like that to happen. I mean,
Yeah. Well, will this change, Jacob, how you will view and how you will behave, I guess, in the future when you're just walking out in the open in New Orleans or any other city for that matter? I mean, I think that's the problem we all have is anybody can weaponize a vehicle, as you well know, and just run over people.
yes, sir. I don't think we'll ever go back to New Orleans. I'll just put it that way. But
Yeah.
like you said, I don't feel like we'll be going to any big city. We're small town people, and I think that's where we're supposed to be. I don't think we're supposed to be in any kind of big cities like that anymore.
Yeah, that's really sad that that the terrorists have invoked this kind of fear in people's minds, and I certainly understand. I get where you're coming from there. It's awful. It's terrible, and I hate that it's come to that. But I suspect a lot of people feel the same way as you do about that they just would stay away. And man, I hope we can overcome that. We certainly appreciate that you joined us today, telling your story, Jacob, and most importantly, we're just pleased and happy that you're still with us, that you averted what could have been a disaster and possibly the loss of your life and that of your wife. So we're glad you guys are still with us. Appreciate you calling in, and happy anniversary to you. Thanks a lot, Jacob. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it too. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks.